Hello everyone. In this part 9 of probability, we are going to discuss theorem of total probability and questions related to this theorem. So let's start with the concept of theorem of total probability. Before this, we have to understand partition of a sample space. Look at this thing. What is the meaning of partition of a sample space? Let us consider this is a sample space and we are doing the partition of this sample space B1, B2, B3 and so on like that. This is Bn. When we will do this part, then what we are observing, such a partition divides any subset E of S into disjoint pieces. Now look at this thing. This is the any subset E of this sample space. What we are observing now, the value of this E is given by E intersection B1 union E intersection B2 union E intersection B3 and so on union E intersection Bn. Now look at this thing. Related to this partition, what we are observing, if any portion of E is intersected with B1, then the value of this portion is coming. But here in figure we are observing E intersection B1 is coming 5. No problem. It means we will create 5 here only. Here some portion is coming, in this partition some portion is coming. So overall what we will observe? We will observe that anyhow we will get the value of subset this E related to this partition by this way. Now, what theorem of total probability gives the idea? The idea is this one. If we have to find out the probability of this E using this partition, then it means we are going to use theorem of total probability. Now look at this thing. Because we are observing these are the disjoint pairs, that's why the probability of E is given by probability of E intersection B1 plus probability of E intersection B2 plus and so on plus probability of E intersection Bn. Now, by the theorem of multiplication, we can directly say that how will we find out this? This one we can calculate by probability of B1, then probability of E when B1 is already happened, plus probability of B2, then probability of E when B2 is already happened, plus and so on, plus probability of E Bn and probability of E when Bn is already happened. So in this way we will get the probability of this event E. And this is known as the theorem of total probability. Now let's start to do the some questions related to this theorem. In question number 1, A part, bag 1 contains 3 black and 2 white balls. Bag second contains 2 black and 4 white balls. A bag and a ball is selected at random. Determine the probability of selecting a black ball. Look at this thing. First we are selecting a bag and then we have to find out the probability of selecting a black ball. So let us consider B1, B2 and E be the events defined as follows. B1, bag 1 is selected, B2, bag 2 is selected and E selected ball is black. So according to this, what will be the probability of B1? Probability of B1 is half. Probability of B2 is already also half. Then probability of E when it is selected from bag B1. Now black ball is selected. Total balls are 5. It means what is this? 3 upon 5. Then probability of E when it is selected from bag B2. Then in bag B2 2 black balls are there. But total balls are 2 plus 4 6. It means this is 2 upon 6. or you can say this is 1 upon 3. Now, the probability of E according to this rule, probability of B1, probability of E when it is selected from B1, then probability of B2, probability of E when it is selected from B2. It means the probability of E is equals to half into what is this 3 upon 5 plus half into 1 by 3. Now what we are observing, what is the this part 3 upon 10 and this plus 1 upon 6. What is the LCM? 60 is the LCM. Now 10 6 ja, it means 3 6 ja 18 plus 6 10 ja, it means this is 10, 28 by 60. It means the probability of E is given by 14 upon 30. 14 upon 13 means 7 upon 15, and this is the answer for this part. Now let's start to do the solution of question number first, B part. Now in this B part, a bag contains 2n plus 1 coins. It is known that n of these coins have a head on both sides, whereas the rest of the coins are fair. A coin is picked up at random from the bag and is tossed. If the probability that the toss result is head is 31 by 42, determine the value of n. Now look at this thing. What we are observing, we have two-headed coins and we have a fair coins, and the probability that the toss result in head is 31 upon 42. So using this, let us consider B1, B2 and E be the events defined as follow. B1, two-headed coin is selected. B2, fair coin is selected. E, getting a head. So first of all, probability of B1. Now we are observing we have n of this coin have a head on both sides. It means the probability of B1 is n upon 2n plus 1. Probability of B2, total coins are 2n plus 1. N is here. It means this become n plus 1 upon 2n plus 1. Now probability of E when it is selected from B1. It means the probability of getting head when it is a two-headed coin. It means 1. Probability of E B2 when probability of getting head when it is selected from fair coin. It means this is half. Now probability of E is equals to probability of B1, probability of E when selected from B1 plus probability of B2, then probability of E when it is selected from B2. Now look at this thing, substitute the values. It is already given 31 upon 42. Now what is this? N upon 2n plus 1. This is 1 only, plus n plus 1 upon 2n plus 1, and this is half only. Now after taking the LCM, 31 upon 42, what this become? LCM is 2 into 2n plus 1. This become 2n plus n plus 1. Now this is 42, this is 21. Cross multiplication, this become 31 into 2. 62n plus 31 is equals to, this is 3n. 3n means what this become? 63n, and then plus what is this? 21, and overall calculation we are getting n is equals to 10. So this is the way to use the theorem of total probability theorem. On the basis of this, you have to do the practice of other questions. Don't forget to give the answer of this question in comment box. Thanks and God bless you.